This week's video is all about RV and truck maintenance, and we're taking a closer look at that snake right there. Holy cow.
I think he's just a little black racer, but usually they're moving and hiding, and he's just sitting there staring at us. What does that mean? All right, back to the intro, back to filming.
We've got some cupping going on with the Toyo tire. It's time to change the shocks.
And we learned that looks can be deceiving, and these tires were about 10 miles away from blowing out on the road because one of our tires was shredding. There it is. Till further notice, we are on a mission to explore, create, and we hope to inspire you to try new things too.
Til is a 2016 Ford F450. We love this truck. It's been a great truck. Don't even want to go out and try and replace it, but we've got to maintain it. We do have a little badge of honor on the hood, and that is I got hit by a big hailstorm in Colorado, and I've got a bunch of dimples in it, but I'm not going to fix it because right now I feel empowered. If I see a big storm coming with hail in it, I don't even sweat it. Yeah, I'm guessing we've got about 20,000 miles on these Toyos, and the dually tires, the rear tires, are wearing actually quite nice. But the front tires are cupping on the outer edge. I'm thinking that we're going to need some new shocks. We're going to take it to the Firestone shop because they actually have large enough equipment to do spin balancing on the 19.5-inch tires. I'm also going to have them throw on the Bilstein 5100 shocks, which is quite an upgrade from the Rancho stock shocks that are on the truck, which undoubtedly are pretty worn. Now, I couldn't find anybody to agree that these 5100s are going to fit on my 2016 F450 because they don't spec them out that way, but they are spec'd for a 2016 F350. Just like all of you guys, I watch a lot of YouTube to get information about the truck and the RV, and Big Truck, Big RV is a channel that I refer to often. The guy actually has the same truck, or did have the same exact truck that we have. He had the exact same tires, and he had the same factory shocks that we've got. And according to him, this was a huge upgrade that not only stopped the cupping, but also improved the ride, especially under load. Hopefully by the end of the day, these things are going to be installed front and back. Just got the truck back. They had it all day. Should have been looking into new shocks a long time ago. I'm pretty stoked about the way the truck's driving. You want to go for a ride?
Is this going to be a shocking experience? Definitely less clunky and hard on the rump. Is it better? Okay.
No, I'm real happy with it. It's kind of just floating over a lot of the big bumps.
Another thing checked off the list. Ugh. Okay, that was rough. But you hit the curb. That's why the tires are getting worn out on that side of it. Curb check. You want to help me pick figs for your dessert?
Hell yeah.
The reason I wanted you to come help me was I wanted you to pick them because I'm allergic and there's spiders and ants. So you need to fill this up for me to make your special dessert you like.
Oh yeah. Like a red balloon. Sir Isaac Newton knew what he was doing when he invented Fig Newtons.
Less eating and more filling up the basket, mister. You have to lift the leaves and squat down and bend over to find them. They hide.
So we're looking for the ones that look like sore testicles? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, there's two of them right there.
I forgot to tell you something though.
What?
There's a couple orb weavers that live in here. You need to watch out for them.
What's an orb weaver?
The spider.
This is exactly why God created grandchildren. Leave no ripe fig behind. Show me the bounty.
Look at those figs that we're so allergic to. We don't seem to be allergic to them when we cook them or eat them, just when we pick them. No, Til Further Notice hasn't turned into a cooking channel. We're just giving you a little taste of our normal life Before we get back to RV maintenance, but Scott's become a fan of this dish, so whenever we get a batch of figs, I make it for him.
I'm gonna go call my contact at Whole Foods.
It is gluten-free, but that's about it. It's pretty high fat, but healthier than processed food.
It's starting to rain. If it gets real bad, we'll put on Chris Stapleton.
Gracie's thunder music is Chris Stapleton White Horse. We just play it over and over and over again. Alright, now they have to bake, then they have to cool, and then later you can have it for dessert. So if you've got any good fresh fig recipes, comment below, because we've got a lot more figs to go.
Well, today Tag Along 2 is getting some new shoes. We're gonna run it down to the Firestone and see if we can fit it into the parking lot. I need to call them and let them know we're coming, because I've already studied the parking lot and I see a way in. I'm just not sure I see a way out. And apparently they're just gonna do it right there in the parking lot. So I'm 35 feet long with a 22 foot truck. And where do you want me to park?
Pull it along the fence line, and the grass line right there towards the street,
Gotcha. Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
We weren't quite sure how to handle getting new tires on the fifth wheel, but it sounds like we just pull up. We're gonna stay hitched up is what I'm being told. And they're just gonna probably take one off at a time. Anyway, we'll find out. We'll take you with us. But it's right along the main highway. So there's one way in and one way out. And yeah, it'll be interesting.
You want to go get in the truck? Okay.
We gotta take Gracie with us because we cannot move the RV without taking her. She'll have a major freak out thinking we're going RVing without her. Oh lordy. It is humid and hot. We had a big storm roll through this morning and it's like a sauna out here now. Getting a lot of practice hooking up the truck these days. Last week we took it in for its service, had the bearings greased and all that jazz. And now we're gonna start getting ready to head on out of here. Time to put the slides in. That is the sound of slide seals that need some grease lube on them. It's been a while. That needs to be done too next.
You're gonna go. Yeah.
There you go, bud.
Take on.
Good girl.
I think this step and grab bar is the favorite feature on the F450.
Someone's gonna have hurting knees later. Not easy putting this hitch in and out. Pretty soon we'll be leaving the hitch in for a while, not moving it in and out. We also need to put some white lithium grease on the heads on the receiver because, yeah, you can tell we haven't been traveling in a while. Oh, much better.
What are you doing? Are you looking for Mama? I'm just helping. You're okay.
Ugh. Does anyone want to see a spider on me? I just walked through a spider web. Looking good. Humidity is like 100%.
RVing this time of year in Florida is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration.
Well, our TPMS, there it is. It's going off, so maybe it's a good day to get tires. We normally check them and fill them before we go anywhere, but we were just going to the tire shop, so we didn't do that, but we've got one that's really low. We made it to the shop. Well, we can go boat shopping while they're doing the tires. Brian here at Firestone's super nice. He said that he just did a fifth wheel yesterday and put the same tires on it, so that makes us feel good. Doing the right side, then we'll do the left side, and then we'll be done. And I'm gonna check on Gracie Bear. What are you doing in here in the air conditioning? You got the right spot, humbug. So apparently one of our Westleys we took off, the beading just came right off of the tire, so definitely was the right decision.
The rubber gets old and it'll tear when you're taking it off.
The Westlake tires that we took off that came with this thing when it was new, they still look pretty good. But I think that's the thing that's deceiving, because they've been sitting still for over a year now, and they were manufactured in the 37th week of 2020. I mean, after 4 years of driving around a fifth wheel, today was the first time that after sitting around for a while, I haven't checked the air pressures. My bad.
Yeah, go figure. And that's the first time we've ever had the TPMS go off, alarm go off. So check your tire pressures, even if you're just going down the road to the tire shop.
Those are already showing wear?
And yeah, and they'll rust on the inside of them too. So just taking them on and off is where you're gonna have the problem.
I'm going to leave the rim for the spare and have them order another one of these Sailuns in, and then we'll just come pick it up and I can put it back on myself.
Can you hear me? Blocking traffic so Scott can back up and we can make this turn out of here. It's pretty tight. You're good. Thank you.
So everybody wanted a sticker.
Everyone wanted our stickers for our YouTube channel. They're really sweet. A lot of these places you go and they don't want you to vlog or film, but Firestone and Crystal River, good team, good people. They hooked us up with our truck and our fifth wheel. Anyway, all right, we're pulling out. We're out of here. See if we can make it back home without any problems.
So obviously we wanted a 14-ply G-rated tire and not something lesser than that underneath. We picked the Sailun tire mainly because it had really high ratings and it was considerably cheaper than the Goodyear Endurance. It is an ST tire. I hadn't even thought about replacing the spare until I saw that when they were dismounting the old tires that were on the rig were just literally falling apart because they were so dried out. I think it's totally worth the money spent and the peace of mind to know that I've got a brand new spare underneath this thing. So if we do have problems out on the road, get ourselves out of trouble.
It was really nice when we had it on the concrete pad over here, but now we got a garage and we got to put another pad down.
All right, darling, here's your tool of the trade. This crank lowers and raises the pulley system that lifts the spare tire up snug against the underbelly of the RV. And so this is going to be your job. I'm going to have you lower it down for me, and I'm going to get it hooked up with the tire, and then I'm going to tell you to go ahead and pull it back up. Okay? Do you understand?
I understand that there's a million ants all over the ground that are waiting to bite me. Do I have to get down there to do this?
No, I'm going to do the part on the ground. You're going to crank the pulley. Okay?
Okay.
This is a good exercise to go through because if a person's got an RV, they ought to know how to get the spare down and to change the tire.
or have roadside assistance service. I didn't know it was right there. That's pretty slick. Don't get my jammies. I'm still in jammies.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna crawl under there and make sure it's coming down, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
My crank came out. What do I do now? I have no crank. The crank is detached. Did the tire fall? Hold on, I can see. Okay.
Keep going. You got another 6 inches.
I didn't know it was that easy. I mean, my back hurts just from bending over and cranking, so probably roadside assistance would be good.
5 new tires on the RV, check. Every day we're getting a little bit closer to getting this rig roadworthy.